Well, here we go. Jason Starbuck here, and I'm with Toby with Phuket Meditation Center. I met Toby a few months ago, maybe 4 months ago.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
And a friend of mine, Nick, had mentioned that there's a meditation center out here, and so I decided to come out and meet Toby. I'll just let him give you kind of a brief rundown of what Phuket Meditation Center is about, and then also, kind of your background a little bit.
All right. So Phuket Meditation is all about bringing meditation out there, helping people to control their minds, control their emotion, to sort of say manage their minds a little bit better, to get rid of all the troubles, the problems that life offers, but also more than that, to go deeper into the spheres of understanding of oneself and the mind, etc. So this is what we stand for. We're helping a lot of people who have burnout, depression, or suffer from addictions, etc., or who just come to Phuket and really want to relax deeper than you would on ordinary holidays. So that's what we do. My personal background is I've studied with Tibetan Buddhism, or in a Tibetan Buddhist monastery or study center for approximately 7 years, and I'm also studying Theravada Buddhism now in Thailand. So I had a bit of influence from both angles, from the Northern Buddhist perspective, from the Southern Buddhist perspective, and the mind training that they offer. So this is my background.
Yeah. As Toby's watched some of the PIOT things that I've been doing, he after the wheelie PIOT, he sent me a message, and the message said, "Why don't you do a 3-hour sit down?" And I sat there for 2 seconds and thought about it. And then I decided to actually contact Toby. I think that we're going to take the challenge. I think that I'm going to take the challenge on. What do you think are going to be some of the most challenging things? This is going to, just kind of to clarify it, the concept is take 60 days, and at the end of 60 days, have a chosen date, and do a total full 3-hour meditation, no music. I think it's not going to be easy for me.
I think so too. It's, I think the idea came because I see Jason doing all these things, helping people to get rid of their fears, helping people to organize themselves better and to get to know themselves better and do things out of the box, and I really like this idea. And well, I see a lot of people are able to do many things outside, and we usually spend a lot of time getting better at activities, but I think one of the most neglected thing is the ability to just be still. And I think the reason why it is so neglected is because it's perceived as an amazing challenge to just be still, at least only for 10 or 15 minutes. Many people are not able to do that, and particularly to inspire people that this is possible without suffering or without the mind experiencing internal suffering, and to give people the idea that they can manage their lives in a better way by learning to be still, to go beyond stress, and of course to challenge themselves in various ways, to grow beyond their limits. That inspired me. So Jason inspired me to suggest him
offer the challenge.
Offer the challenge.
Well, I took the challenge because I think it's so oxymoron to my personality, and I think that that's the idea of a PIOT, is trying to find something that maybe might not be perfect at. I mean, I have problems sitting for 10 minutes at a time with people. So without people in 3 hours, I'm really curious. Just quickly, what do you see as, I don't like to perceive what the challenge is, but I think accepting what the challenge is going to be, and knowing what I found through some of my experience, maybe knowing and accepting that there's going to be this, and this. It's easier to accept those ahead of time than it is to just figure them out.
Yeah.
What do you think maybe the top 3 or however you want to explain that are going to be my biggest challenges? Because we're gonna break this down on a weekly basis. I'm going to do a little bit more, kind of like running a marathon.
Yeah, much like it, yes. The biggest challenge will be pain, the feeling of pain in your body, because if you sit still, everything starts to hurt. It's not so much the pain that will be the biggest challenge, but more the response to it. Yeah, it's not so much what we hear that is uncomfortable sometimes, but it's our response to it, the way we react internally to what we hear and what we do as a response. That is the suffering that arises. So I think this will be the biggest challenge, pain, and then also expectations about when it will end, how much time is left, because he also will turn off the timer, so he doesn't know until the bell rings when it's over. So I think that will be also a pretty big challenge.
For I think this is a difficult challenge, a very difficult challenge, including the pain, the focus, the things coming into your brain, bringing them in, bringing out all these different techniques. So what we're going to do is, no matter where I'm at, it might be a Skype or I might be here, Toby's going to coach me through this for the next 60 days. I'm honored to just have the opportunity to learn and then also go through the experience. So I guess I'm really happy and Toby, but follow the journey and follow the PIOT. And
yes.
If you are interested in any of this kind of stuff, either you're in Phuket or you're going to come to Thailand, Phuket Meditation Center is here, right in Phuket. And so I'll
It's
be
pretty close to Tiger. It's pretty close to Tiger Muay Thai as well. Yes.
Many of you folks know Tiger Muay Thai, so that's why I mentioned.
So yeah, so he's going to be mentioning some of the techniques as I go through this, and I'll also be sharing on my wall some of the challenges that I'm having, and then Toby will respond to those as well and saying, here, this is what you can do to fix this, or maybe this is a technique. We've sat and talked for a while before I took on the challenge, and so now I'm concretely putting it down.
Very cool.
Good.
In Thai, I guess it's Chokdi.
Yes.
That means
Good luck.
Good luck. Thanks, Toby.
All right. Yeah. Thanks and good luck.
Cheers.
All right.
To silence.
All right. Yeah.
When do I start?
May start right away.
All right.